there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throws.
That's a fumble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Oh, God. Hanging all over that fucking guy.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's good.
Fuck.
Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, 27 yards. And the Jets will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Whatever, bro.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
This fucking guy pisses me off nonstop, I swear to God, bro.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Avoids him at the 40.
See ya, nigga. Bitch ass motherfucker. You ain't catching this, nigga. He's too fast. See ya. Boy, where you at? Oh, not over here. No, 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 no.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There we go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Mostert up the middle. Able to push his way through. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere, put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and took up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
Oh, my God. Terrible pass.
4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run home. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He dunks this one off here to Hall. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Jets 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Rodgers there on target to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. This is
Oh, God. What the fuck? Are you serious?
Passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Now Greg Zuerlein
I don't know about that.
the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pass incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, he's all the way in for a
Well, that was quick.
touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Dolphins are an extra point away.
It's also kind of dumb, but whatever.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. But I think the ball's out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get a roll, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that
Get the fuck out of here.
complete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now he's loose at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb. 52 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there and work down.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get an intercept and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they're going to get this beyond 40 before he's taken down. 2 and out on 1st down. This one finds Wilson downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. 14 yards. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory.
Fucked it up there.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feeling they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Fights free at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now
There we go.
Rodgers lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Good game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this trip.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb.
That don't matter. Not much.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. He'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Ooh, snagged it. Pump the brakes and everything.
Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And this will be stopped at the 44. And good for 7 yards. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Back to throw again. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rodgers again now. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep.
Don't do it.
But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Hall. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. One more time with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line,
It don't matter.
I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get through. This is caught inside
There we go.
15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A handoff running left is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Mostert. Maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want to.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 and now, 3rd and goal.
Ooh.
Did he get the feet?
Too smooth.
Yes.
Too smooth.
Berrios in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running. I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll
better
be
simmer down over there.
Downfield.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seems like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it,
Yeah.
defense so often, and in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Oh!
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 3rd and 2.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Well, fuck you too.
It won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. The ball comes out and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, unfortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all these keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he is all the way up past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Right back to him on 1st down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. And now they're in the hurry-up. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are right back.
It don't matter.
Game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on 1st down. And check down, complete to Hall. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. His throw at about the 5. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd down, goal to go. On play action, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He finds Wilson, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now 3rd down and very long. A run with Mostert. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One final try now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught.
That don't matter much.
Final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered.